BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. Brought to you by your Toyota BC dealers, Rapala and Yamaha.
Welcome everybody to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. I'm your host, Mike Mitchell. Today we're at White Lake, which is just, what is it, east of Sorrento?
Yep, east of Sorrento.
And today we're fishing with our good friend, Phil Rowley. Phil, what are we going to be doing today?
Well, as you can see, Mike, White Lake is gin clear, and I'm going to show you my tricks and presentation tactics for targeting trout in clear water.
Sounds great. Let's get at it.
Well, I'm looking forward to this. Those are spawners, those two that I just spooked.
Okay, so as you can see here by some of the footage, we're filming a nice shallow shoal here where the fish are actively feeding, it looks like, eh, Phil?
Yeah,
what are we doing? What should we be doing
we've
here?
got a mixture of both clean, bright fish. You can see those are like a beautiful grayish blue. Some darker fish, which are spawners. You know, we're early spring. They're in here foraging on scuds, damsels, you know, targets of opportunity. And we have to use our stealth because the water is so clear. We're using very fine tippet. We've gone down to about 4-pound fluorocarbon. We've had follows. You can see that they're interested. I've actually had a grab. I got a small balanced leech on right now that'll ride hook point up and able to skip over the bottom without hanging up. And it's very exciting. You get excited because you've got all these fish. There's just little black shapes and gray shapes going up and down this shoal. It's really exciting, so hopefully we'll hook into one here soon. Oh, this is a fresh, clean fish. So this is on the mayfly nymph, Mike, because I love mayfly nymphs on clear lakes. Calabatus, the most predominant mayfly species we have here in Western Canada, loves to inhabit the Cara and Marl Flats. And we're just using, this pattern I'm using is out of the Stillwater Selections book, Mike.
Excellent.
The Stillwater Calabatus. It's almost entirely constructed of turkey quill fibers.
Oh, I think we have this one on our DVD as well, don't we?
Yep, we do. We do. So it's a slender, very realistic pattern. I'm just casting this out. We can see we're right on the edge of the shoal, and we chose this because we don't want to go on the shoal and spook. It's better to start deep and work your way in.
Beautiful. You just see the bend in your rod and fish working you. It's good.
Again,
it's a nice sized fish too.
Yeah, just casting and slow hand twist. The calabatus swim with that stop pause motion. They undulate pause, and he whacked it right. I was kind of 5 hand twist pause, 5 hand twist pause, and he just socked it. I love it when they eat the mayfly.
Was it on the pause or was it on one of the?
On the pause, typically, because they're attracted by the movement, and then they pound the mayfly when it stops, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this fish is nickel bright. We saw it come out of the water. It's just
beautiful, clear fish.
Maiden fish, absolutely gorgeous. This is why you fish clear lakes.
Yeah.
I love them. They're very challenging. You know, I've got 3.7-pound fluoro on here.
Yeah, you've gone
I've got to
right
go
down.
light line because the water is so clear that they can see. Your patterns need to be slender and realistic. That's why I chose this one.
This fish might be the best fighter we've had all weekend on.
It might be. Might be. It's sure flashing down
Just
there.
beautiful,
Oh,
clear
gorgeous
fish.
fish. Look at the colors in this thing. It's just, and these clear water fish are like that. They're just bright nickel fish. Let's see if we can swing him around here over to the camera. He's just, right now, he's dictating the fight to us.
Yeah, well, if we can get him in this net over here, we can
Yeah,
move him
we'll
over.
swing him around and show the viewers, but he's dictating the fight right now.
Just, you can see this white and the silver flashes every time he rolls over down there. Just absolutely breathtaking. Look at that.
Yeah,
He's not ready yet.
Just with the 3-pound, 3.7 fluoro, I just can't horse him. And that can be the difference sometimes between somebody in the party not catching fish and somebody who is on these clear lake situations, is they're just using finer diameter tippet. It's less visible to the fish. The fish see everything. Like what did you say, 16 feet here, Mike?
18 feet, just
Yeah,
about 18
we look
feet.
like we could step out and almost touch the bottom, eh? And that's the illusion. You gotta be careful in clear water, even in rivers, because the water's so clear, you think you can go for a wade and turns out you're going for a swim.
Yeah. If we ever get this guy in here, I think we should maybe see what he's been.
Yeah, I'm curious to see
Snacking
what
on.
the predominant food is on the shoal here. I'm hoping it's mayflies.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, just a beautiful fish. Look at him flashing down there.
That's a nice size fish too. It's a great fish.
Stay away from the rope. There he is. I'll just, ooh. That's a gorgeous fish. Oh, he's flipped the, oh, look at that.
Oh, gorgeous.
So let's get the hook out of him.
Nice barbless hook gone.
Yeah, gone, out of there. Yeah, let's.
I'll let the net.
That's okay, hold there, Mike. I just don't want him to swim out. I just want to wet my hands here. We'll just. Not a lot. Looks like teeny tiny chironomids at first glance, but we'll have a closer look a little later.
Let's show them to the viewers here for us.
That's why you fish clear lakes. What
Beautiful.
a gorgeous specimen of a fish. Look at how bright they are.
And even the back looks a little even darker.
Oh, yeah,
a little lighter than the darker fish we were getting yesterday that were clean as well.
Yeah, these are just gorgeous, perfectly camouflaged for living in clear water.
It's a gorgeous fish.
The silver side reflects light, and the dark side protects them as they cruise the shoals.
No harm
Let
done to
him
that
go.
fellow. Nice job, buddy.
Yeah,
Good. Let's get some more.
Yeah, little olives and little dark olives. Then this is K. Arbors. That wiggly one. And zooplankton. So this guy's been out in deeper water as well. So we'll keep working.
What are the clear things down there?
Yeah, that's just remnants from something earlier. Well, you know what? That's mayfly remnants.
And then you can see the red on the hemoglobin.
Yeah,
on
right
that
here.
one there.
And
Yeah.
this one here.
Well, this one I'm looking at too. The
Yeah.
one in the corner.
So they're little olive with a little red butt, about size 16, 18. But he ate the size 12 calabatus, so that's a good sign.
Cool. Well, that's good.
Stay tuned for more BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. Closed captioning brought to you by Linex.
Oh no, it looks like it's a little colored. And again,
Grab the
just
net here and get it ready.
small chironomids. They've been our most consistent producer today, and that's consistent with most clear water lakes. Your chironomid species tend to be smaller. So it pays to have a good selection of black and reds, olives, bright greens, chromies, of course.
And we've seen your fly box, and we know that you got everything under the sun, it looks like, in there.
Yeah, it's a rainbow assortment, that's for sure.
That's a nice looking fish. Beautiful. Yeah. I like the colors on them. Got some silver flash to them a little bit, eh?
Yeah. There we go. Oh, came up once.
I might have to switch my tactics over here to mimic you here. Can't get some more fish out of there.
Well, we're seeing good numbers of them cruise by in groups of 2, singles.
I'm getting lots of follows on the leech
There
pattern
you can
here.
see it.
They just
They
come darting at
accelerate
us.
onto it, and then for whatever reason, they pull away at the 11th hour, and it can be some of the most rewarding and frustrating fishing all rolled into one. There we go.
I'm just gonna clear my line because I think I might be on the bottom after letting it
My
sit.
hands. Looks like a little hen. She likes the Moby. I think the fly fell out. Yep. There's a
Just
gorgeous.
beautiful. You can see it right through my fly line loop here.
Oh, up it goes.
Beautiful fish.
Keep doing that despite the rain. Rich in calcium.
This is beautiful, but it's also intimidating to fish, I think, with the clarity.
There's one right there. And he did.
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
There he goes. Wow. For a second, I thought we'd spooked him, Mike.
Awesome.
But that's been great. Mike's been we're taking turns, cruising down the shoal here, and we're right on the deep water.
This is almost sight fishing.
Well, it is,
like,
yeah.
Bone fishing, you know? It's
Well, the clear this clear intermediate, this camo line is just brilliant for this.
And we're calling out times on the clock saying, there's one, there's one. You're laying that, you laid that cast out perfect. And like you said, the minute you saw that speed up, you're like, oh, we either spooked him. Oh, no, there he is.
Yeah, because it was just weight on the line, almost like weeds.
That's a good fish,
and then
too.
he ate it. Yeah,
this is a really good fish.
Pattern. Now he's going. Now he's going. Now we get to test the drag system. Look at that thing. Oh, we're into backing. Oh, yeah, we're going places. We're going places.
Well, he's not going to be in for a bit.
Well, now we're going to give him some side pressure.
Okay.
Get our fly line back. Yeah, so, most people use those balance leeches, Mike, for hanging under indicators.
Yeah.
But because the fly hangs upside down, it stays relatively weed-free, so they're great casting flies, too. And, of course, the way the fly's tied, they pitch and bounce.
Yeah. And this guy seemed to like that.
Yeah, he just, when he saw it, he committed. He just came, he really picked. I thought I'd spooked him.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a gorgeous fish.
Good fish.
Look at the colors on these Clearwater fish. Are just magnificently colored. They're your stereotypical Kamloops chrome bar. And he's got that leech firmly planted. But that is a gorgeous fish. Oh, well done, Michael. Well done.
That is a beautiful fish, Phil. I don't think we realized how big this one was.
No, the water kind of made him look a little skinnier and shorter than that.
That is fantastic. Like, this is exactly what I experienced when I was down in Mexico. With that type of sight fishing, it can be exciting too. You get the right combination, and you can lead that fish properly. Yeah. And look, this is what happens.
But we'll wet our hands so we don't hurt them.
I'm gonna lay this neck floats obviously, so we're okay. So once you get
so the first there, our fly has come out. No, it's still in the side of his face. So let's perhaps give the viewers at home a glimpse of this fly. Barbless hooks. It's just on the other side here. Let me just roll him over. Doesn't want to give me it back. Oh. There you go.
You know what we'll do too is we'll just do a quick length measurement too, just to see.
But there you go. It doesn't get any simpler than that, and that's how the fly rides in the water column. There, it's on a jig hook, tungsten bead, because it's balanced, so this fly pitches and undulates just like a jig, which is one of the most proven lures for trout or any game fish across North America. And he just saw that and hit it like a ton of bricks once he saw it. He said, that's what I want. So let's give him a throat pump and see what other targets of opportunity. Who knows, we might be changing up to scuds or something because he's full of those.
Yeah, okay, good.
And then we'll let him get on his way. So I'm just gonna press the bulb and out. Not a lot in there, I didn't see a lot shoot up. And then we'll admire that fish. Look at, oops, there was a throat pump. Look at that gorgeous fish. And
he seems ready to go. He's a good 20 inches. That's a good, nice fat fish. Look at the sides on that.
Here, let's take a quick, let's take a quick tape on him.
Okay, I can
just
pull
a quick second. 22?
Oh no.
20.
20.
20 on the nose.
20 on the nose, so probably 3 pounds.
Excellent fish.
At least. And we'll just let him go. But that's a Pennask strain rainbow. Look at how almost little or no spots, nothing below the lateral line, that rosary area. That's a Pennask strain. That's a classic Kamloops, an insect eater. Make sure I want him to struggle against me a bit, and then we'll just let him go.
Gone.
There he goes. Stay away from the leeches. Thank you, Mike. Well done.
Good job, Phil.
That was great. Sight fishing for rainbows in clear water. Frustrating or very rewarding.
Stay tuned for more BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. Welcome back to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing.
Yeah, you got him perfect.
Nice.
Okay, hold on. Let's go. Now this is again why you come to the west coast of Vancouver Island.
If you'd like to host BC Outdoor Sport Fishing, contact BC Outdoors Magazine. Now back to the show.
Here's today's tackle and gear.
Well, folks, we're going to talk to you about the gear we're using on today's episode. Today we started out with 5-weight and 6-weight fly rods, 9-foot and 9'6" rods. The reels we're using today are Cortland Precision XC reels in the 1s and 2s sizes. The lines we're using today, we started out with some floating lines with indicators and some balanced leeches here. And I'll pass it over to Phil there. And we went to our ghost tips, again on a 9-foot 6-weight on this one here, again with the Precision XC number 2 reel. Again, the ghost tip again with that clear section of fly line on there. Again, all Cortland lines. And then we finished up the day pounding some water and sight fishing with, again, a 6-weight with our clear intermediate fly line as well too. Again, Cortland, and also one of the Cortland CRX reels. And this is where Phil comes in because he's got all the goodies here at the flies.
Yeah, the business end. Once we got the equipment in the spring, primarily chironomids. So we had your standard ice cream cone here, and then we had a selection of mayfly nymphs. We've got a Stillwater calabatus and a Stillwater cruncher. The Stillwater calabatus is one of the patterns we showed within the Stillwater Selections book and the DVD that we did with Brian.
Yep.
And then a good old balanced leech,
yes.
Tied in. This is kind of a dazzle leech style, but just a balanced leech format. Worked excellent under an indicator and also targeting sighted fish. It gives that nice jigging motion, which they found pretty irresistible today.
Great. And again, this is some of the gear and flies that we've used today on White Lake, again, one of the clear lakes in BC, and this is what you can use to be successful as well.
And now, a recap of today's tackle and gear.
All right, Phil.
You got one.
What is this? 8 hours in between?
Been a tough day, but that's clear water fishing.
Yeah, we just moved down to this bay after basically covering the whole lake and balanced leech about 8 feet down.
Yep, that's what we're doing. Just taking advantage. We got a little bit of a ripple here. Let me get the net. And we can just let that fly bounce along, and that ripple also masks our presence. So we're just free drifting down the edge of these drop-offs, just covering water. We've not seen a lot of fish up on the shoals today.
No, this has been a tough day. But a couple fish.
Yeah.
And it's been okay.
And this is clear water fishing. This is, when they're up on the shoals, you just can't beat it. You can see everything.
This guy's
see
ready.
your quarry. Nice little fish.
Let's take a sample.
Okay.
Just to see, to make sure that maybe we can get on to something.
Sure, as the light fades, they're coming in under the security of that light to feed. So my throat pump is up. Stick it in my bag there. And I'll take the fly out for you.
Thanks, Phil. I got to tell you, it's a bit of a relief finally getting some fish here.
I know, it's a time served kind of venture.
We need to get a couple more though, for sure.
I think we will. The lights. And there we go. That's the balanced leech right out of the book and off the DVD. I think. Oh,
And he's gone.
Swam away out of the net.
That's
that
okay.
was stupid.
That's
but
all right.
anyway, that's just like the one that's tied on the DVD, Mike. So let's pitch that back in there again. I'll put one on as well.
We'll see if we can't get a fish. Thank you for getting netting that fish.
No problem.
It's been a long day. Been a long, long day.
Well, it's not over yet.
Learning with the pros. Brought to you by your Toyota BC dealers.
I often get asked about my long leader setup that I like to use for clear waters or any situation where I'm going to use a floating line, a long leader with or without an indicator. And the philosophy is simple. I take a standard tapered leader and I extend the butt section and I extend the tippet section to give me my overall length. So to begin, I start by adding a butt section of say 20 to 25 thou butt material, thicker the diameter than the tapered leader, using a nail knot tool, such as this tie fast tool. And from there, I use a blood knot to connect a standard tapered leader. In this case, I've used a 12-foot 5X leader. And then from there, I go to the end of the leader and I add fluorocarbon tippet. Now, fluorocarbon, being stiffer material than the monofilament or copolymer, can bite in, causing breakage. But if you use a triple surgeon's knot, this knot is very strong and doesn't break, and it's nice and low profile. More low profile and more linear than a rounder double surgeon's knot. And to there, you simply add on your fly. So there you go. I've taken a 12-foot leader, added a butt section and a tippet section to make an overall long leader. It turns over well and works equally with and without indicators. You have a nice stiff butt section between your indicator and your fly line to help turnover, and between your indicator and your fly, the leader is nice and slender and will sink quickly. So there you go, a simple long leader setup for both indicators and without indicators on still waters.
Well, Phil, lights dictating the day might be ending here pretty quick.
I think it's time for a burger and a refreshment anyway.
Yeah, well, it's been fun.
It has. We've seen White Lake in the spring. We've
Yeah.
seen it in the fall. These clear lakes are challenging, but the rewards, I think, are well worth the effort. And lakes like this they're my favorite. They're probably the hardest lakes to fish with their clarity and what they demand in presentation, but they can't be beat.
It would have been nice if it would have yielded a couple more fish for us today, but
There's
nothing we can do. So we'll just deal with it, try again, maybe next year.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, Mike. I really enjoyed it.
And thank you for joining us, folks. And we look forward to having you visit with us again on another episode of BC Outdoor Sport Fishing.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing has been brought to you by your Toyota BC dealers, Rapala, Yamaha, Freshwater Fisheries Society of BC, Harborcraft, and Kingfisher Boats, Scotty, Lowrance, along with